G'day, Kathy.
Hi.
How you going?
Good, thanks.
All right, what's happening today?
I'm going to go skydiving.
A dream come true?
Yes, definitely.
Nervous?
No, not at all.
Cool, mate. Big thumbs up.
I got to be part of Jumpstart and we got to jump out of a plane from 10,000 feet in the air with a tandem master. We were the last group going up. The whole time while leading up to it, we were getting really excited, and then finally it was our turn. He's giving me step-by-step instructions of how to get off the plane properly. We were going really fast, and I think it was very cold. It was such an amazing experience. When you were free-falling, I thought that this was pretty crazy. I think they said the free fall was about 30 seconds. It was really good. That was the best part. All of a sudden we were just falling and then we were yanked out by the parachute. Yeah, once we settled, I think, we were floating nicely.
CanTeen believes that when young people can meet, talk and share their experiences with others in the same situation, they're better able to cope with the uncertainties of living with cancer. It's a bright Sunday morning at Pine Harbour, and Auckland CanTeen members are gathering for their third annual fishing trip.
A group of community-minded fishermen from Maraetai decided they wanted to give something back to the community.
CanTeen does not receive any government funding and relies on the generosity of community-minded businesses across the country. CanTeen thrives on the support of celebrities and sports stars, using their fame to raise the profile of kids living with cancer.
The special highlights of the year for me is fishing with these CanTeen kids. This is the third year in a row we've been doing it now, and we've been dogged with bad weather the last 2 years, but I think this year they're going to catch some fish.
I think people are taking it pretty competitively or seriously. So
have you been out practicing your fishing?
Not lately. No. I should have.
Hannah, I'll throw one out for you. You and I will fish together, how's that?
Hannah had brain cancer at the age of 11. The trauma of living with cancer was a big strain on her and her younger sister Rachel. CanTeen is a support network for them both.
One would be legal, I think.
First child started off in child cancer because of my sister that had brain cancer when she was 11 for 2 years, which was a very hard time. I've just started, so I'm finally 13. Yes, this is my first trip. Hope we have a lot of fun.
The biggest problem is going to be getting fish that are big enough to keep, because there are a lot of babies around at the moment, like this little one.
I think it's a great organisation. I enjoy it because of having somebody else who's had a similar experience to be able to share, so we don't have to go through it alone. I feel a lot better being part of CanTeen because I feel more included, I feel more social.
So far we've caught one fish that we're allowed to keep, and Bonnie's caught 3 and I've caught 1, so I'm pretty proud.
You're feeling very competitive against the others?
A little bit. I'd like to win some prizes.
It's very creative because it's like you get to do something new and yeah, it's really fun.
So it had to be great days fishing. We had about 40 kids, and some of the boats got 50 or 60 fish. I think the kids are going to have big smiles on their faces.
We caught the biggest one together.
Hello, how are
Hannah,
you?
he's too tall for you.
Getting out and fishing, which is a big passion of mine, I think it's great. And nature and the outdoors is fantastic, and you don't need all the materialistic products in the world to have fun.
Had a wonderful day. 4, 3 snapper and 1 yellowtail.
If I can put a smile on kids' face, then I'm more than happy to be here.
I caught 7 fish, and an absolutely massive fish. Like, it was really, really heavy. It kind of got on my rod, and then it snapped. After ages, it just snapped.
Oh, I think it's absolutely marvellous. Something to look forward to. They'll remember it for a long time. They'll talk about. Brightens up the life, doesn't it?
This is my first time I've been fishing. I didn't realise it would be so massive. I got 21 fish, but I only wanted to keep 2. One was quite a good one, and I'll smoke it when I get home. Yeah.
They take home prizes. They're better than most of the fishing contests that we get in our big national contest, you know. They take home bikes and furniture, all sorts of things.
My dad's a fisherman, and I had a photo with Jeff Thomas, and I'm going to blow it up and put it in his Christmas card and make him proud.
I'm Roxy and I'm from Taranaki. I've been in CanTeen now since 2004 when I got diagnosed with osteosarcoma, which is a bone cancer. They decided to do 2 rounds of chemotherapy, so I lost all my hair and everything. After the 2 rounds of chemotherapy, I then had my big surgery, which was on my leg, and they cut the tumour out and put a big prosthetic thing in it. After that, I had more rounds of chemotherapy, and that took 1.5 years. I actually met Sarah through just coming here and going across the road for my checkup, but we'd stay here, and then we just got talking like through that, and then, oh, I had cancer, me too. At the start, I didn't want to have a bar of CanTeen. All these kids would come into the room and be like, this is what we can do on CanTeen, and I was sort of like, I don't want to do that. But once I actually went to a first activity, it was so cool, and you meet like so many, like I've got some really good friends in CanTeen. Then I went on a camp, and you go on like 5 camps a year, like relaxation, winter, summer camp, and the camps that we go on are like unreal.
After a long drive from Auckland, the CanTeen winter camp arrive at Piper's Lodge at Whakapapa. It's their first evening at the lodge and a chance for members to socialise.
We just absolutely wrapped that CanTeen can come down here and stay the weekend. These kids are absolutely fantastic. I think they've got so much courage, and it's a pleasure to have them down here.
This year before Christmas, I came down up to Auckland to have just my leg checked, and my surgeon found a tumour on my lungs, so that was secondary, so I relapsed about a week before Christmas, and I had that removed. So now I just have checkups every 6 months on that, and then just carry on, I guess, like normal.
I can't imagine what these children have been through, and their families and their friends to have watched what they've gone through. But in some way that we can help by coming and staying at the lodge and seeing how much fun they've had, that we've been able to open our lodge up to them and enjoy the mountain. That's just fantastic.
Little Red Riding Hood. Everybody here is like not shy to like express their feelings and their selves and like their emotions.
I'm an oncologist at Starship. I work in the area of child cancer, so that's my passion. CanTeen, it fills a really important role. I mean, adolescents really miss out. Adult stuff has got so much sort of fundraising. Treatments have got really good. CanTeen really fills that role for these sort of orphan people that miss out on the improvements and survival that other groups are able to get.
I enjoyed socialising with the other CanTeen members because they helped me feel better about my situations.
You get a lot of experience being with like different people with different kind of cancer. Ever since we've been with CanTeen, we've actually been a bit closer.
It's changed because he's brought all of his heart and soul to me because he knows what I am feeling. He loves me so much and he wants to take care of me now.
I mean, it's just great to see the CanTeeners, the survivors and their siblings and things just all together as a bunch, and people just doing great things. I mean, this sort of activity-based stuff just brings the best out in everybody. They just get out and give it a go, and it's just great to see.
We're just about to have dinner in about half an hour's time, and then we're going to get together and we're going to make a winter camp collage, something we can keep and put up in our office to remind everyone of what we did on winter camp.
The only way we can go on the camps is by people who contribute, like donate, and buy bandanas and buy like the cards which are made when people go to art camp.
They're having so much fun, and I'm, my worries are nothing compared to, I love having fun with them, and I feel like I'm one of them actually.
I'm usually seeing these guys when they're at their lowest at work, when they're sick, and so for me it's, it just revives you seeing people out just being normal selves.
CanTeen sort of make out like that there's always the end of the tunnel, like you go through the bad stuff, but then there's always the fun things.
You've got to be yourself. Can't be like no one else.
got 24 of us going up to have a few lessons on the mountain, and the rest of them are going to go to the hot pools today, just because the weather was pretty shocking up there yesterday. It was really cold and windy, and a lot of them got very cold quickly.
What was it like yesterday?
Very painful. It doesn't look too windy today, so hopefully it won't be as bad. Yeah, it's not as cold either.
What do you enjoy about the camp particularly?
I think just chatting and hanging out. Meeting all the, just talking to different people you haven't met before, and talking to people that you haven't seen in ages.
Sarah does it all on her own now. She does her own canteen things, and yet, gosh, she's benefiting hugely from it.
Janelle, a close friend of Sarah, catches up on the action at winter camp. Networking sites are just another way CanTeeners stay in touch.
Quite nice just to mix it up a bit and meet some people that you wouldn't usually meet. And Sarah, for example, me and her had the same type of cancer, so we always joke that we've got matching scars. We've both got one kidney now. I said to her, have the doctors ever said anything to you about drinking alcohol? And she said, yeah, they sort of warned me. And I said, oh, well, I haven't had any warnings. And we sort of compare notes, and I find that it's quite important for me just to go and be normal, and nobody will question, because I've got 2 big scars on my stomach, like a big cross. And it's nice to be able to take my top off and jump in the pool and nobody questions me.
You just make so many friends, and they're all just there to help you, and they just treat you like normal people.
You've got to be yourself.
I've been organising this since June. It was a huge operation. It's been taking a couple of months to come together, and it only really came together the week before we left. Everyone's happy and everyone's keen to get off on the mountain.
We're going to go right up top. Do some intense rails and stuff.
Go! Jackie!
Come! Come, Jackie!
They just have so much fun. They experience things that all of them would never experience if they hadn't gone through this. So if there's a positive, that's definitely it.
I just enjoy going to all the camps all the time, because you just make new friends, because there's just new people coming all the time, and it's just so much fun.
I mean, what can I say? It's nothing else that I've ever experienced. It's just something that you've got there. It's like a family.
It's more about just meeting people and getting familiar with other people that are going through the same things as you, not as much as talking about cancer and things that can happen, all the nasty stuff like that. Just meeting people and having something in common with people.
They learn things that they probably wouldn't have had the opportunity to basically talk about. They love it. They have an absolute ball.
I meet other 4- or 5-year-old girls who've had Walm's tumour as well, and then I tell them I had the same cancer as them. I'm 16 in a few days, and they're just like, I could be like you. It's awesome.
Well, don't stand around like scenery, just be yourself and you'll be free, 'cause this is all I have. Our brother's hand will score. If you don't do what you're told, there's not a bad.
This program was funded by New Zealand On Air.